Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway, and Aivars Smaukstelis slightly ahead at this stage. There's trying to make up the ground, but Smaukstelis doing a stellar job in keeping that rope tight, Bill.
Brutal pulls, lots of power. Gavin's a little bit different, longer pull, but not put enough power to it.
And Smaukstelis crosses the line, fares just behind him, trying to keep that momentum. Lighter athlete fighting now for the line, and there's the finish. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bull, Gavin Bilton, the T-Rex, Singleton. We are on the way, and both men hit hard and try to create that momentum. Nothing to choose between them at this point, Bill.
Evan is so quick, but this is neck and neck. Gavin's pulling so hard.
Gavin Bilton trying to make up that ground there, and T-Rex Singleton super quick over the ground on the recovery there, and this looks solid from the American. He crosses the line there. Bilton a fraction behind him. Listen for the whistle from Darren Sadler to start them off. And there it is. Evans, little slower than we saw earlier on the start, but really building that momentum now, as is Maxine. This looks solid from Evans, and he is accelerating well, Bill.
Fast, powerful repetitions. What a race.
Super close now. Fojtu finished up as we get to the line, incredibly tight. And that is going to be tough. We'll have a look at the times in a moment. Let's start here with what we've got for
Maxine Boudreault, 26-23.
26-23 versus 26-35. Maxine Boudreault with the win. We are on the way, and a huge drive out of the blocks there from Luke Richardson, and he is moving well, Bill.
Pulling for all he's worth. Great coordination on the rope. He's got to keep it up. Can't miss a stroke. Get the fastest time. Pull, pull, Luke, pull, pull.
Wow, Richardson looked rapid, and Luke Richardson explodes. That was fire from Richardson.
23-03.
23-03. The future is now Richardson with a blistering time there. Quick word with Luke while we reset the equipment. Luke Richardson, it has been a bumpy road, but that time was smooth.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to mess up pulling in a truck than it is pressing a log. I came out for that first event. Honestly, it's the most nervous I've ever been in my entire life. And then seeing Nathan go down like that, for me personally, you know, it's tough, but it's an example that regardless of if you're scared, you're anxious, an occasion intimidates you, expose yourself to it, challenge yourself. That's been my life for the last 3 years. Push through, never give up on yourself.
Listen for the whistle to start us off. We are on the way, and both men try to explode into that equipment. Fojtu with the youth. Can he make it count here? He's moving so quick, as is Hooper. The Moose is on fire on the far side, and Fojtu using all his back, while Hooper is arm pulling this thing down the track. Incredible effort. This is so quick from Hooper. There is the win of this heat for the Canadian. Fojtu right behind him.
Mitch, second event. You seem to use a strategy there, was kind of phenomenal. You pulled it, got a good start, then all of a sudden it was arm over arm. I've never seen anybody do it like that. Was it because it was such a light truck?
Yeah, definitely. You watch the guys and the advances going later, you can see what they do. Anytime you see the rope hit the ground, there's no tension, you're not pulling the truck, and you got to try to gather it, and you only get half pull. So being able to keep it going with your arms a little bit obviously works in my favor to a degree, but maybe IVECO brings a bigger truck next time.
That is our truck pull results, ladies and gents. 23.03, it was Richardson. Hooper, 25.57. 26.23 for Boudreault. 26.35 for Evans. Those were your top times.
Wow, what another amazing event. And you can see the times up there from the truck pull. Luke Richardson, what a speed he pulled that truck with 23.03 seconds. Mitchell Hooper sitting in second place with 25.57 seconds, and Maxine in third place there with 26.23. And not much, time between the rest of them, Terry. But Luke Richardson, what a performance in that event.
Yeah, obviously, I think we knew that the times were going to be very close. And there's some really small gaps there between the guys. They've all come out and really sort of gone for it. They've had to. But Luke, absolutely incredible performance. So, he's a good chunk faster than even Mitch. Where if you look at sort of from second down to 10th place, there's not a lot in it. And then obviously Luke being that much faster was an amazing effort. And it's great to see Luke. He's obviously fired up, ready to go. He's kind of like, this is his first time. He competed a couple of months back, I believe. This is his first one back on this sort of stage at this level, and obviously he wants to come back with a bang. Former Europe's strongest man, he is a great performer, and he wants to come out and show he can do that.
Yeah, and he did that right there, absolutely smashed it. And then if you notice there, when Mitchell Hooper was doing it, he had a slightly different approach there. He wasn't using any legs, he got the momentum going, and he was literally just pulling 1, 2, 3 with his arms. With that being a slightly lighter weight compared to some truck pulls, I'd seen that Big Laws had gave him that, that tip. It obviously worked. Would you have done that when you were competing as well, Terry?
100%, because obviously every time you sit back up to pull the rope with your back and your legs, it takes time. Yeah. So once you get it moving to a certain speed, you can't move as fast as what the truck is. So It's great to do a first couple of big pulls just to really get that momentum and get the truck moving. I actually think he had a slight little stumble at the beginning, which is probably why he wasn't closer to Luke's time. But then once he got into it, because you need to be able to move fast and keep that momentum on, sitting your body up every time, it allows the truck to slow down each time you do it. So that's definitely the way forward. A nice big 1 or 2 pulls at the beginning and then move into the arms.